How about this one? I know that no men struggle with this, so I'll hit it very quickly, but fits of anger. Some of you are like, what does that mean in the Greek text? You know what it means. Fits of anger. Some guys, they can go, how many of you guys can go 0 to 60 in your anger? You can go quick. Some of you guys are like the Lord. You're like slow to anger. And some of you are like, that's crazy. I never even knew that was a possibility. Some guys, the really unhealthy guys, they have two emotions, angry and asleep. That's all you get, right? That's it. But guys who have fits of anger, it means that they're like a volcano that just is constantly sort of boiling and at some point just explodes, okay? How many of you, don't raise your hand, but this was your dad or your grandpa and being around was really stressful and anxious? And some of you even learned to read your dad's body language. You walk in the room, you're like, okay, where's dad today? Is he on tilt? Are we right there? And you learn to read his body language and his tone, and you're like, I'm going outside to play. Because the fit of anger is coming. The volcano is bubbling. You need to know that as a man, you are the most dominant, powerful human force in your family. And if you are volatile and prone to fits of anger, your wife and kids are going to be living in a very anxious, stressful environment. You know why? You're stronger than them. See, as men, we tend to walk around and feel, I don't know about you guys, I tend not to walk around and feel weak. Most men walking around, you're like, if something happens, I'll take care of it. Most women and children walk around feeling unsafe. If something happens, what am I going to do? Because I can't take care of myself. I'll tell you a couple of things that are offensive. Number one, there's men and women. I'm just throwing it out there as, there's men and women, right? And if you don't know, if you can write your name in the snow with your urine, you're not a girl. Like there's ways we test this, right? Now I used to be on the internet. But anyways, so there are men and women, and men are stronger than women. True? So if you want to hear something stupid, since it's just us guys having a guys' night out, the U.S. Olympic Boxing Commission just sanctioned transgender males competing against biological females in the Olympics and boxing. You remember when if you hit a girl, it was bad? Now you get a medal. Right? This also would be a really strong argument against sending your kids to a public school, but that's just a whole nother sermon. But in our world, we've lost any distinction or differentiation between male and female. But the reason that God made men strong was to defend and to protect women and children. But if you're a guy who's prone to fits of anger, you're the greatest threat in the house. I just feel I'm gonna press. And when I get up here, there's a little anointing that flows and then I meddle. But some of you guys are like, hey man, I got a security perimeter. I lock the doors. We have, home security system. I have a shotgun. I sleep with a gun by my bed. I've got it on lockdown. I've got the motion detector lights. My family's safe. Not if you're prone to fits of anger. The greatest threat to your house is you. Okay? And you need to own that and accept that. Say, I want to be strong for my family, but I want to be tender with my family. Okay? If you're the guy who's bringing the fits of anger into the home, you are the threat to the family. And that's the flesh.
Howdy, Pastor Mark here. Thanks for viewing the clip. And if you'd like the entire sermon, we've got it ready to go.